Good morning. It's 7:30 in the morning of Memorial Day, the 27th of May. Last evening at, 5:45, tornado warnings went off, and I was quite annoyed over that because I had something in the oven. But anyway, we didn't get a tornado right here, but we did get very heavy wind and rain, the kind that doesn't stay in one direction, but goes from one way and then from the other way and back again. So, but it never did form into a tornado. But you can see all the leaves that got torn off the trees by the hail on the house across the street. And I'm just coming out for well, you can see some leaves here too. I'm just coming out to do a damage check, first damage check. And amazingly enough, my lilies are still standing. So that's a plus. Let's see. I think, over the last few years, all the tree branches that were going to come down already did, so don't have a lot left to come down, which was, I guess, a good thing. Doesn't look like there's much of anything down the street there. Lots of leaves. The hail wasn't really big. What I used for a comparison was was my big toe, which is not a very big toe. I have small feet. I'm not a large person, and even according to my size, my feet are small. So, but a lot of leaves, a lot of leaves, a lot of leaves. A lot of leaves down. Okay. That's not damage over there. That's just me not cleaning up after I was doing stuff. Okay. So now I'm going to walk around to the back, see how things are there. Yeah, I used to grow all sorts of different flowers, and I really liked the gladiolas and dahlias, things like that, that tended to break when we had storms. And we do have storms here like every year. And after a few years of realizing that it was going to be just one disappointment after another if I was going to keep growing those things, I just gave up on those. I remember one year, gladiolas were beautiful. There was kind of peachy pink orange, and they were like 3 feet tall and gorgeous. And then a few minutes later, they were face down in the mud, So it was just too much disappointment. So this is doesn't look like we have any new branches down, which is kind of amazing, unless they're waiting to dry out and fall, being wet right now. But everything here, even the hosta doesn't look all that battered. It's got a few tears from the direct hits of the hailstones, but generally speaking, it doesn't look as bad as it could. Now there's a little branch down, not anything major, and some bark off. Water bowl's definitely filled. Now this guy, this is the things that I can never remember their name. Yeah, he got really clobbered. And the ones over there like that too. That's about the worst clobbering here. My car. Hailstones weren't big enough to ding it, I think. Doesn't look dinged, which is nice. Leaves on it, of course, that got knocked around, but all in all, if you hadn't known that there was a storm, you wouldn't know this morning. By the way, the grass is very wet. This is going to be some good gardening weather here in a day or two. Well, good digging weather. It's going to be humid when it gets warm, but it'll be some good digging weather. Good digging conditions for the soil. Don't know why I have this mental block for the name of this. I actually even looked it up a few days ago because I was out here looking at it, and again I couldn't remember the name. And well, you know, it gets a tall spike with lots of yellow flowers on it, and I really like them. And they're a biennial, so one year they grow and next year they flower. But gosh, I can't imagine why it gets stuck like that with my head. But got some of these guys open. Little tiny bees come to little tiny flowers. I don't see any on there right now. So yeah, I'm feeling cheerful about not having a big mess to have to clean up. There's a bee on the Tradescantia. That's there are some little bees, some tiny bees on there, and one honeybee who's already got a bit of a load. It's about like 3 at least of the little bees going, hey, move your big butt out of the way here, we want some too. Okay, and on that note, I think I'll go in and have some breakfast. And if you figure out what those fuzzy-leaved things are, good for you. All right, have fun, take care, or whatever.